Welcome to another episode of Ganito RN. It's been a while since I made a video for my application as an RN here in Maryland, and I think it's almost a year from the time that I applied for my license. And with that reason, I would like to apologize for the delay. I've been really busy since I got a new job now, and I'm still adjusting, but I'm here to complete my promise. So this is it. In the last part of my video, we ended up with this page here, and then the last part is the CGFNS website. Just click this link in and we will go to their page. In the CGFNS website, you have to make an account and then just fill up everything that they needed, and then there's one link there that you have to choose. So after clicking the CES selection, there's gonna be a form there that you need to print, and that form has two parts. The first one is gonna be for the school, and then the second part is gonna be for the PRC. What happened to me is that there's a line there that I called just to confirm what to do next, because I was really confused with the processing, and even if you're like reading the screen, I couldn't get the whole idea. So what happened is I called, and then they said that I don't need the PRC part. Just send the first part, which is the school. And then it ended up being delayed because after processing the school part, they needed the PRC. So I'm just telling you ahead now that if you print the form, send that form to the school in the PRC to save time. Going back to the school part, you send the form to the school, and then I have a relative that's gonna help me process it. So that means you're gonna have to have an authorization like we used to have in the Philippines. You know, that's the usual thing. So my sister worked on it, and then so the school will send the CGFNS, the transcript record, and then the RLE, and they're gonna put a seal there to all the forms, and they will be the one who will send the form to CGFNS, which is in Pennsylvania. The form has an address on the lower part of the form. So what I did is that I really instructed my sister to specify the address, and then they have to send it to US. So it's gonna be your responsibility to provide all the payments, right? So you have to give some budget for your relatives who is working on your your requirements, and then you have to pay for the school. So aside from paying the CGFNS their fee, you're gonna have to pay the school too, plus the mail part, like the mailing part, I mean. So that's one. While waiting for the school part of the requirement, from time to time I go to the website and check if they already received it. And luckily I have a contact from my school, and I usually just ask them like what's the progress, and I'm always updated. So when they said that they already sent it, I frequently check the CGFNS website. And then what happened is that at that time, I was not really expecting that they will need my PRC, but then since they needed it, I need to send another form to the Philippines and process the PRC side. So that means you have to have another authorization for the relatives to work on your PRC. You have to pay the PRC their fee, and then also the mailing part. And the funny thing is that they will not work on your requirements if you're not an active licensed RN in the Philippines. Since I'm already here in America, I didn't renew my license, so I have to renew my license again, pay that fee before they can work on your requirements. So it's been a headache for me. So it took me like almost I think 6 or 7 months for the requirements to come in for the CGFNS. And the last time I was making a video, which is the first part of this topic, I was already like almost 9 months. So what happened is that after completing my requirements, I waited maybe like a month or so, and luckily I get my license after 9 to 10 months from the time I applied for my application. So when I got my license, I hurriedly printed a copy and then called the Board of Nursing in Maryland that I got the approval from the CGFNS, because that's the last instruction that was given to me by the lady in the Board of Nursing in Maryland. So I called her, and then immediately they released my license. And then the funny part is that the effectivity of my license was from the time I applied for it. So it was, I think it was August last year. So when I got my license, supposed to be the license like around like the coverage, I mean, is like 2 years, right? But I'm always like a year of the license. So you have to renew again after a year instead of 2 years. So to sum it up, you have to have an authorization for the school, and then for the PRC for your relatives to work on your requirements, and then you have to process the form together too, to save time, so you don't have to follow me like I process the school first and then later on send another one for the PRC. So, and then you have to renew your license too in the Philippines as an RN, even if you're not there anymore, because they will not serve you. So yep, important. CGFNS, since you have it already, you have to make sure that if you are transferring to another state, your records in the CGFNS will be used only for 3 years. So if you're going to transfer another state, you have to work on it before the 3 years expires, because if you're beyond 3 years, you have to do it again. You have to print the form again, send it to the Philippines again, and if you want another headache, you can do it, but I'm not interested in that. So process everything before 3 years has expired. But there's another choice there too in the CGFNS website. There's an e-save button there, which you can pay, and they will save your records for a fee, of course, and then they will save it for, you know, like a year more or 4 years more. It depends. So if you're not sure about your state, probably you're gonna use that e-save thing so that you don't have to do it again, or, you know, apply for the state you wanna transfer and then stay there. So there you go. Hopefully I was able to help you guys with your applications. I made it a little bit simple, but yeah, and I'm here, I'm happy, and now I'm thinking of another video again, so we'll see. Thank you very much, and bye bye.